Hey, what's going on everyone, this is iReviews back with another video, and iOS 26.1 is finally here. The biggest update to iOS 26 since it's released, and of course it brings a ton of new features and changes. Now in today's video we're taking a look at 10 of the new things that you can do on iOS 26.1 that I think you should try out because these features are simply amazing. Now before we get into all that, I just want to ask you guys for a really quick favor. Most of you guys that watch my videos are not yet subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more of them, hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel a lot. Now we're starting things off with the select menu. You should try out this new select menu, the new animation, and the new way it works. It's actually pretty cool. So when you select a piece of text on iOS, you know that you will get this pop-up right here. So we have only a few actions and we can just swipe like this to go to the other actions. Well, not on iOS 26.1. If we swipe like this, you can see it will bring up this table with every action that we need. So everything is right here, but you no longer actually swipe here. All you have to do is tap that little arrow right there. So we tap there to expand it, or all you have to do is just swipe like this and it expands automatically, which is pretty cool, and it has a very cool animation as well. Now for everyone that installed iOS 26 on their device and they didn't like the new liquid glass design, there is a new option with iOS 26.1 which actually allows you to change that. So once you go to your settings, you head on to display and brightness, then you go to liquid glass. Right here, now you will see two options. So we have the clear and then we have the tinted option, and you can see a preview right here of how it will look once you change between these. So we have two different looks right here. A lot of people will prefer the tinted one, which will basically add like a blurry tint to the effect of the liquid glass, making it basically a bit more visible. In a lot of cases, this might be preferred by a lot of people. So if you just want that, you can go ahead and now change to it using iOS 26.1. Here's another feature you must try on iOS 26.1. Another feature we have been asking for a long time. It is actually a very simple feature, yet it's very useful. I don't know why we had to wait so long to have this on iOS, but you can finally now swipe on songs to actually switch between them on the Apple Music app. So right here we can swipe to go back, and we'll go forwards on any song. Just swipe on the title, a feature that we had on other apps a really long time ago. If you have been using things like Spotify, you know this is a feature that is actually very useful. It's more natural than just trying to find a button here. You can just swipe like this. So it's finally on iOS with iOS 26.1. Moving on to the camera settings, and here we have another thing that has been bothering iOS users for a really long time. The ability to open the camera from the lock screen by swiping from the right to the left. Well, now you can disable it. It only requires an option here on the settings, and it's finally here. You turn it off directly from the camera settings. So if you go here, just go ahead and find the lock screen swipe to open camera. You turn this off and that is gone. A lot of times we find ourselves just opening the camera app for no reason, by accident, simply by swiping on the lock screen like that. A lot of times, maybe while putting your phone in your pocket, you will open the camera. It will stay like that, just draining the battery. You can finally turn it off using the new setting on iOS 26.1. Here's another really cool thing that you must try on iOS 26.1. Go to the settings, go under accessibility, and then go to display and find borders. This is really cool. Right here we'll have show borders. You enable this and take a look at that button right there. You can see how it adds like a border to that button. It will basically do this with everything on iOS. You can see the buttons right here on the calculator. Everything now has a border. So all the different like liquid glass elements that are on iOS will now have a border. It actually looks really awesome. So if we go right here to the notes, you can see everything here has a border, and this might be useful for a lot of people if you don't think that liquid glass looks that good, or you cannot distinguish things very well with this new design. You can now have a border across all the different elements. Another really cool new feature on iOS 26 is this one right here, the ability to slide to stop. Now this is really cool, and it will probably remind you of the slide to unlock feature on iPhones. So as you can see right here, this will work with timers and alarms as well. Now you can finally just slide to stop an alarm and a timer as well. Now this feature can also be disabled if you don't want to use it. All you need for that is go under the accessibility settings and then go to touch right here, and just make sure you have enabled prefer single touch actions, and that will turn the slide to stop button into just a stop button that you can only tap. Moving on under the phone app settings, we have a new feature right here that will be probably useful for a lot of people. The ability to actually enable haptics for your call. Now this will play a haptic every time a call has been connected or dropped. So whenever you're calling someone, you don't want to just have your phone at your ear waiting for them to respond. You can just dial a number, and then your phone will give you a haptic feedback once the call is connected. That way you know you can start talking, or of course also whenever a call is actually dropped. Another thing you must try is the new video scrubber on iOS 26.1 on the default Photos app. You can see how cool this looks, and it's actually more useful as you will have this way wider scrubber right here, which is very easy to actually move. You can move around much easier on any video that you have saved on your Photos app. Now another thing to try here will be the new pop-up, the new basically table that you get when you force touch on a photo or select a photo. You can see we have this new table right here with now 3 bigger elements at the top right there: the share, favorite, and the delete buttons. Basically the buttons that most people will use when actually interacting with a picture. This makes it very easy for you to actually share, favorite, or delete a photo without having to search for any of these 3 buttons down here. Now if you go ahead and select multiple photos, then you will also have this for multiple photos, but now it will change to hide favorite and also play slideshow, so it changes based on what you have selected. And last but not least, we're moving to the fitness app. You can now start workouts directly from the fitness app on your iPhone. So you go right here to the workout section. Now you can create custom workouts right here. Just select any workout you want, add the details right here, and now you can actually start workouts directly from the fitness app. So that's basically it for this video, guys. These are 10 things that I think you must try first on your iOS 26.1 device. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you on the next one.